Hey guys, today I'm going to do Preachers of LA Season 2 Episode 10 review. I'm not going to do a whole full review. I just want to talk about 3 stories that we saw on this week's episode. Hopefully this camera works because I'm using my son's camera and we're going to work this out because I tried to do it earlier and my camera video and audio was all off. So we're going to try this again. We're going to start with, we're going to start with Dietrich Haddon. He started off the show going to see Michelle Williams, and he has an idea because there's a gospel artist by the name of Kevin Terry, was just like on the rise of becoming this big gospel artist, and then there was a scandal of a sex tape came out. So Dietrich felt like instead of crucifying him like everybody else did, he just wanted to go and uplift him and let him know that he's here for him and stuff like that. So Michelle from Destiny Child, former Destiny Child, recording, gospel artist, whatever. She encouraged him to do so. So he go to DC and he speaks to this young man about, just saying he's not here to judge him. He's here to inspire him and uplift him. The young man has said how, the church world or whatever had basically just disowned him, and they sent him text messages saying that his days were numbered. And that's why I don't fuck with go. This is why I stopped going to church now, because that's not why I don't go now. It's because I haven't really found one in the Las Vegas area. But when I was in LA, I had stopped going to the church I was at because I felt the same way. Like, oh my God, regardless of what I do, where I do, it's always judgment, and it's more judgment. It was more judgment in the church than outside the church. Me, it wasn't judgment towards me. It was judgment towards other people, and I was seeing it, and I didn't like that. There was also favoritism in the church, and I didn't like that either. So it kind of just be like, you know what? I'd rather wean myself away for it and read the Bible for myself. So it was just crazy to watch. He ended up going to talk to the choir because the young man had said how the choir still stuck with him or whatever. And so he went to go talk to the choir. The choir was saying how people was tripping on them because they stuck with him. They ended up praying for the young man, and then he ended up having a concert. And Dietrich had called his wife, and she encouraged him to try to get this guy a record deal. So Dietrich ended up having some big record company executive come and listen to the young men in the choir and stuff, and they looked like they had a really nice time. Moving on from them, it was Pastor Jay and his wife Christy. Christy is feeling some kind of way. She's been the pastor's wife since she was 21 years old, so there's some pressure there to live a certain way, be a certain way, and stuff like that. She chose to follow her husband, so hey. She started getting these requests to preach, and she was like, even though I have been in the ministry, I've taught, I don't think she really wants to preach. I think that's where she married into, so she got sucked into it. I don't think that's what she wanted to do. So her husband was being very, very supportive and was telling her to find her calling. I think he'd rather have her in church, but hey, if that's not where your heart is, don't do it, because you're going to be doing it for the wrong reasons. And I feel like you can't help nobody else if you have not helped yourself yet or found yourself at all. And we have that a lot with women. We get with guys and we're taught to follow him and support his dreams and motivate him and stuff like that, and we forget about our own dreams and aspirations. So I think that's what happened with her. She spoke to her spiritual advisor, and she kind of encouraged her to follow her dreams, whether it's in fashion or church. Just follow your own dreams. My whole thing about that is pray about it, because you're going to have backlash regardless of which way you go. You're going to have backlash. You're going to have self-doubt when it first start off, like, is this the right decision? Should you stay at a church and just do what everybody else wants? So just pray on that situation, Sister Christy. I don't really want to go in on her because I don't know her situation. I just say pray about it, and hopefully that's the best situation for you. We also had Sister Maisha. She's having this behind the lipstick event, and it's about women just unmasking themselves and being who you are and stuff like that. So she had a young lady that goes to her church. I don't remember her name, so excuse me. But she a member of the church. She used to be involved in sex trafficking, where this guy in Atlanta had tricked her, told her she was beautiful, she could be a model. Next thing you know, he started pimping her out. So Sister Maisha want her to help with the seminar, and so they go to the strip club because they want to take their ministry outside of the church and help other women. So they go to the strip club, and no strippers were there at that moment because the girl told her, don't go doing business hour because you're messing with the girl's money. So they went when it was first open. Nobody was there but the bartender. And so they end up talking to her, and the bartender was like, well, maybe this was for me. This was good. Since the other girls wasn't there, it was for me. Maybe this was meant for me. They was telling their life stories. Sister Maisha was saying how her dad used to be a convicted felon. He's a convicted felon, so it was hard for him to get a job. So she understand where the girl was coming from as far as, stripping and going to jail and then having that record and stuff like that. And, it was really, really good and inspiring. And she invited the young lady to the seminar or whatever. So the seminar is getting started. Sister Maisha is scared because she don't know if she pushed the girl away or whatever, because the girl wasn't there when it first started. But as the seminar was going on and the young lady that goes to Maisha church started speaking, the girl Lisa from the strip club, I think that's her name, she ended up walking in with her friend. She brought somebody with her, and the girl to go to the church, she started telling her story about the guy in Atlanta and how she had to come home and tell her parents, and she thought they were disappointed in her, so she wrote a suicide letter. But before she can do that, her parents caught her in the kitchen and told her that they love her. Regardless of what she did, they still love her. So she didn't commit suicide. And it was really, really empowering, inspiring, and just to be who you are. And I really, really like that. That's one thing I like about the Cheneys. Whether it's sex or just inspiring people, we're seeing them do the work. So I like that. That just one segment of Maisha's whole story just really hit home for me, because like I said, because I'm a woman, and us women do put on a mask for a lot of stuff, whether it's hiding our pain and stuff from our kids so they don't worry about what's going on, whether it's hiding your pain from a relationship breakup, or a loss of a job can be devastating, but you're still trying to hold your head up high and stuff like that. So I get that. We just need to, work on being who we are and being comfortable in our own skin so we can help somebody else. So I'm really good with Sister Maisha Cheney. That's all that really happened on this episode of Preachers of LA. Sorry this is late, but y'all know I've been going through some things this week, so sorry this is late. I'm getting ready to go watch Scandal so I can come back with that review. But talk to me in the comment section. We can keep this conversation going on this episode this week. Like I said, I wasn't trying to go in on nobody, because we all have mistakes. Like the sex tape thing, we all have mistakes, so can't go in on Kevin Terry. I just say pray you get your life together, boo. Sister Christy, pray on your situation before you make some drastic decisions. Sister Maisha, I was here all for you, trying to inspire and help other people, other women to be who they are. So that's all I have for Preachers of LA Season 2, Episode 10. Tell me what you guys think. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, Xbox Live. I do everything by The Ghetto View. THA, not THE. Make sure you check out Mike B801, Squeaky Jones, Truth Seeker 5000, Samora Love TV, and also Marcus Williams. We all do Preachers of LA reviews, so I want you to go check out their reviews, and I'll be back. Alright, peace out.